Доброго времени суток, дорогие зрители моего канала, меня зовут Веритас, и мы продолжаем проходить Baldur 3 ровно в том месте, на котором мы и остановились. Предлагаю перед тем, как лечь спать, вновь, потому что, чтобы пойти дальше, нам нужно будет лечь спать, немножко пройтись и поболтать с кем мы еще не поболтали.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light, or you can retreat back into dusk. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
Ты, наверное, ненавидел отца за то, что он выставил тебя из города?
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Ты скучаешь по своему отцу?
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
Я, кстати, думаю, что Shadowheart мы сейчас оставим здесь на время и возьмем Уилла.
Private word would be nice.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shar, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
На самом деле я допустил некоторую ошибку. Я очень зря не расспрашивал, не подходил к другим спутникам, когда речь шла о продолжении сюжетной линии кого-то из них.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
Иногда так можно довольно-таки милые штуки заметить.
If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Well met. That's the spirit.
Sharp as ever.
Ну давай. На каком я уровне? Я его оставил там на 5-м. Заклинание 3-го круга. Можно фаербол, в принципе, взять. Смотрите, как. Газообразность. Контрспелл. Ужас. Давайте фаербол, почему? Хотя, блин, а зачем ему фаербол, если я ему сейчас сделаю охренительно жесткий Eldritch Blast со временем? С другой стороны, ему нельзя просто брать и менять спеллы. Давайте контрспелл возьмем. Возможно, это ошибка, но все равно. А может, из старых какое-то прям очень полезное есть? У него просто не то чтобы много ячеек. Но, блин, ладно, давайте я возьму все равно фаербол чисто на всякий пожарный. И чё? Огненная стена. Он, кстати же, от щадия, так что... Знание. Я не думаю, что нам в ближайшее время понадобится растение. О, мы будем сражаться с растениями. Давайте возьмем. Угу. Прошу прощения. А есть тот, который добавляет... Или я уже это сделал? Нет, стоп. Может, полиморф? Нет, у него только отбрасывающий, получается, есть вот сейчас. 8. Ну, я, кстати, думаю, что мистстеп ему пригодится. А, блин, стоп, я немножко по-другому сделаю. Я его переделаю нахрен сейчас полностью. Я его сейчас, короче, переделаю. Так что похрен, что я сейчас возьму. Огненный столб, конус холода. Наверное, вот так вот можно. Возможно, я ничего менять не буду. Я сейчас посмотрю. Ладно, пока мы не будем ничего особо менять. Просто пройдем дальше по спутничкам Харва.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him?
The tadpole, the absolute. How?
Похоже, что теперь он служит Бэйну как Кэтрик Меркулу. Кто знает, какие силы он обрел в прошлой вашей встрече.
I'd never have protected a Bainite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him!
Мы сделаем это вместе, чего бы нам это ни стоило.
He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
I can feel it. The engine. It's getting hotter, louder. It's going to blow if we don't find another way to fix it. You know, Zariel may have put the fucking thing in, but Gortash gave her the go-ahead. You expect this shit from devils, but not from the people you care about. Let's get to the city. Got business there I'm highly fucking keen to attend to.
О, зеркало, которым можно менять облик. Ой.
Dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Ах,
The Absolute should be a thing of the past, and I with it. Yet, at the risk of angering Mistra further, I'm glad it didn't come to that, given what has come to light.
Я вижу, ты в хорошем настроении. Мне казалось, ты не скоро придешь в себя после того, как едва не взорвался.
Indeed. Under other circumstances, I might have been subdued or ashamed, but after what we saw, I must admit, I'm excited. The Elder Brain. But more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. And I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
Ты там едва не покончил с собой. Может, стоит вздохнуть и успокоиться?
I know what nearly happened, and I'm sorry for putting you in that position. But I've stepped back from the precipice now. I've seen what may prove to be another way. A better way. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
Вечная цитадель. Candlekeep, наверное, все-таки не стоило бы переводить. Ну, хз. Для начала давай отправимся... впрочем, отличная мысль.
The only kind I have? Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Так, ладно, Хальсин. К нему все-таки тоже подойдем.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure, but her path will be easier with our support.
Это хорошо, что с нами теперь Джахейра. Вы были знакомы раньше?
Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt.
Ты же архидруид. Куда тебе еще у кого-то учиться?
No matter how long I live, I will always strive to remain a keen pupil. Only a fool would think he could drink in all knowledge until none is left. There is always more. Nature's tapestry is infinitely complex. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Would she have helped the refugees? Defended the Grove? Controlled Korga? At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal.
Так, следующий на очереди Астарион.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. And we are no closer to knowing why that bastard is so obsessed with getting me back.
У тебя нет никаких идей?
I think we should track down my fellow Spawn. I'm not exactly looking forward to a reunion, but perhaps they'll know something. If we can find them, we can force them to tell us what he's been doing since I was gone. And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't.
Где могут быть твои другие... где могут быть другие отродья?
Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
В чем дело?
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one.
Без тебя ничего бы не вышло.
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
Что ты собираешься делать со своей новообретенной свободой?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
Вы с Эйлин, кажется, очень давно знакомы. Что произошло?
A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
Естественно. У взгляда есть собственная магия.
That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew. She was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
Он стал избранником Меркула.
I didn't know that then. But I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what.
Это можно понять.
It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
Так. Ну это все, в принципе. Джахейры почему-то здесь нет, ну ладно. Она, видимо, в другом месте где-то находится. Мне сейчас ее немножко лень искать. Иначе это видео затянется еще дольше.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
Когда пробьет час, я поступлю так, как будет правильно.
You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Здорово.
We're under attack. Help me.
У нас есть 3 хода, чтобы... Ай-яй-яй. Уилл еще спит, зараза.
Got it.
Да ё-моё, Уилл. А, у нас хилеров-то нету. Так, можно... Нет, подождите, нельзя. Ладно, он, по-моему, сам вытащится.
Nothing important is ever easy. On the victor's path.
Hells. My time's running out.
What is it?
Сваливаем. И мы снова здесь.
That orb is about to erupt!
Это что, не спосланный с небес?
Where's our dream guardian?
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Давайте посмотрим вот таким вот образом. Алло, я могу сделать все куда проще. С глаз мы пока тратить не будем, просто... Где он там?
I can't hold them back alone.
Охренеть, она джахнула фаерболом.
You will be cleansed.
Да. Капец, она терпила. Гребаные монахи.
Behold, a most noisy cup.
Ладно, следующим ходом, если доживет. Она, скорее всего, доживет. Элдрич Бласт.
What's it gonna take? It's not over. Come to the skull.
Made at the ready.
I need you now.
No one stopped me yet. I'll feel that one later. Moving in.
The skull. Come to the skull. It's not over. Come to the skull.
Да я понял.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Грёбаные монахи.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Gate abomination! By the one true sky. What is this madness?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
Докажи, что ты мне не врешь.
You saved a child from a viper back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. You let me live last time you were here, though it brought Blackheath's wrath upon you. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
Как я могу помочь?
The god. Destroy the god. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now.
Aid an illicit against Githyanki. We cannot. We must not.
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing, Lae'zel. Fight with me for your own survival. Together, we can turn the tide.
А сейчас нас будут сношать. Грёбаные монахи. Ну вы видели? Вы это видите? Вот это вот жесть, да? Сколько он ударов наносит за ход? Вот это самое опасное. На флебалу. У нас тут как будто бы меньше, чем должно быть. А где? Да ты гонишь!
Moving.
О, кританула. Нормас.
Fury, I am death.
Ну, еще одна. Гребаные монахи. Нет, ну вы видите эту жесть, да? Прямо-таки отвратительно. Налови. Что за нахрен? Там же было написано, что я попадаю. Какого хрена? Ну, капец. Ну ладно, хотя бы так. Уилл вон валяется, как обычно. Уилл в своем нормальном состоянии. Надо из него, наконец, блин, сделать... Кстати. Так. Может как-нибудь вот сюда? А, с глаз делается доп. Действием. А чё-то не отлетел-то. Обидно. Адское возмездие. Ох, твою мать. Ну вот на этой можно уже использовать. Раз. Два. Три. Добиваю ее. А, он оглушен. Черт! Он... Колян жив. О, подчинение кастанул. Молодца. Правда, лучше бы он, конечно, ударил по площади. Нет, это бонусное действие, подается. Тут хз, тут, наверное, уже и не надо как-то извращаться. На, держи.
Blood.
Что ж ты такое-то делаешь? Блин!
Gain control over the Yankee Prince.
Давайте переиграем, потому что мне все-таки нужен кальян. Раз. Два. Блин. Точно, она же отдельно стоит.
Soldier.
Капец, он затерпел. Так, подойдем вот сюда сейчас. И знаете, чисто на всякий пожарный. Погнали. Блин, на 17 всего. Ну ладно. Похрен.
What path lies before me?
Destroy the enemy.
Что, она увертывает с того, что ли? Внезапно.
Let's go. Tactical.
Он, блин, единственный... стоп. Да, он, блин, единственный хилер у меня в тиме сейчас. Я ж мог... Ладно. Забыл про охренительную камбу. Я могу попробовать... Да. Ну такое. Знаю. Блин. Тупанул.
This is gonna feel good.
I must regain control of the Yankee Prince.
На 9 хитов его подлечило. Хорошо. Это она реально так может прыгнуть? Охренеть она. Ладно. Давайте-ка выстрелом мы его оттолкнем нахрен отсюда.
Gods, it's hot in here. Got it.
Slow down.
Something to get Yankee. Quickly. Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers.
Спрошу еще раз. Кто ты? И на этот раз я хочу услышать твое имя.
You may call me the Emperor.
Как мило.
An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence. Though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while. Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Лорд Горташ был одним из избранных в колонии.
Indeed. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an elder brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you.
Тебе обязательно надо было пожрать мозги преступников?
Rather them than potential future allies, like you.
Так ты расскажешь мне, что это было за битва?
We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Justil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive-mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Ты тоже был здесь в плену?
No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
Когда Волокит отправила нас в призму, кого она хотела убить, тебя или Орфея?
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Vlaakith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was imprisoned. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Vlaakith will be finished.
Что будет, если мы освободим Орфея?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him. And in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion. A pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid. A sworn enemy, just like me.
Мы похожи и в других отношениях.
I'm glad you think so. I agree. But there is one thing that you have that I do not. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. Yours continues to limit you. As an illithid, I have far surpassed
пошел в жопу,
whoever was
мужик.
before. You too should embrace this change.
Мне не нравится, к чему ты клонишь.
Like it or not, our chances of defeating the Elder Brain are substantially improved if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty.
No.
If you let me, I can evolve you.
Сокрушительной красотой, мужик, ты серьезно, блин? Если ты можешь меня развить, то почему ты не можешь просто полностью остановить сароморфоз?
The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
Чувак. Понимаешь, я как бы бард, я общаюсь с людьми. Мне будет очень трудно нормально общаться с людьми, когда из меня будут торчать щупальца. Нет, ни за что.
I understand. Let us hope then that your present self will be sufficient to deal with 3 gods of death and a giant magically enhanced elder brain. But in case you change your mind... Look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough for you all. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
Ух, блин.
No time to rest.
Вот так. Возможно, мне нужно было их залутать. Ну ладно. Что, мне наконец-то дадут поспать? Кто-то в лагере хочет со мной поговорить. А, ну понятно.
Just what I need.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
Этот принц очень силен, раз он может блокировать роевое сознание летидов.
And even more powerful still. It said he could bring 1,000 Githyanki to their knees with one command. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our gay slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen.
157? Куда вам столько волокит?
Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
Значит, Воз был прав, Орфей, это зерно краха волокит.
The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
Думаю, пока все. Наконец-то нормально поспим. Ну и будем на сегодня заканчивать. Если вы здесь впервые, вы можете подписаться на канал, поставить лайк, нажать на колокольчик. А меня зовут Веритас, всем до новых встреч, всем пока-пока-пока-пока-пока.